What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to Extreme Nerd Table. Well, if you don't know what this show is about, it's about a little bit of everything. We talk about a little bit of pop culture, a little bit of anything that's pretty much relevant right now. And we have Anthony with me, and Simply Imperfect Podcast, or D. So,
First
so
things
what?
up, I've got a bone to pick right off the bat.
Okay, what's the
You
bone?
used the same thumbnail 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I know because we could talk about the Spider-Man
I
trailer.
mean,
I
that's
was
the big.
I was busy this week, buddy.
Yeah, we can, but not only that, but it fits for this week.
He can do things himself. He's old enough now.
No, I know that,
Let the
but
bird fly out of the coop.
but it's still good to use this one because we can talk about the trailer too.
It's all good, man. I was just give you a smidge of grief.
I know, I
It's all
smidge
good.
agree. I know, but we can
Alrighty.
talk about that. We can we can talk about that Spider-Man trailer today, and we can talk about a little bit of Ghostbusters if we want.
You should have told me earlier. I still haven't seen the trailer.
You said I put it in the damn Extreme Nerd chat. You should.
I did not see that in the nerd chat.
Yeah,
Well,
this
it wasn't out last week when we did the stream. It came out 2 days afterwards.
yeah. So that
That
thumbnail
button.
actually fits this week.
That button. There's that button.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
it's like 4 messages up. How am I supposed to see that?
and then we got Rando joining us. So
Randy.
and then the other big topic is how people are losing it about the DC Comics Nightwing B cover, about him on the cover with no shirt on.
Oh yeah.
So we can talk about that. We'll talk about Ghostbusters. Whoever's seen it already. So, and we only know one person on the whole panel that's probably seen it.
Have you seen it? Ryan?
I saw it today.
Yeah.
I'm Chuck. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Daryl probably won't like it.
Nah, man,
I like
we like
the,
that original.
I like the
We like the
original.
original.
The
Yeah,
second one wasn't quite as good as the first one.
No, I know. I'm just
the
joking
one with
when
the
I say it.
ladies a few years ago was absolute trash.
Mm-hmm.
And go Randall.
Yeah. We can pretty much go and talk about this anyways. We can go about and talk about either the Ghostbusters or whatever you guys want to talk about first. So
Let's talk about Spider-Man first. So the
Okay.
trailer was not out when the last time we met.
yeah. So what's everybody think about it?
I mean, I wasn't like super impressed. I mean, like it's nice to see that there's more information about the movie.
But
I mean,
yeah.
you guys didn't give me what I wanted, so you don't give me what I want. I'm
But
not
the
going to be
big
happy
thing,
or excited.
no, but the big thing about that is like if you see like there's people that actually went panel for panel and actually cut the scene of where the lizard looks like somebody's kicking the lizard. It looks like they edited
Yeah,
something
yeah.
out of yeah.
Just like
Yeah, it's John Cena.
just like the month before a month before Civil War came out, and
Yeah.
we had rumors that Spider-Man was going to be in it, and then they CG'd him out of all the footage,
Right.
and then 2 days before the movie came out, we saw Hey Underoos, and they showed him for the first time.
Yeah, so that's probably what
They're-
happened is
They're teasing us.
yeah.
I think they're in it still.
Right.
There's no way the villains are in. Doctor Strange at the end of the trailer says, "Oh, there's no stopping now," where they're coming through, and then they show all the lights in the sky, and then that's how the trailer ends.
Yeah.
There's no way that Maguire and Garfield aren't in the movie.
And then yeah,
They're
because
not spilling the beans yet. I think.
somebody went panel for panel and says that like if you look at that little right where the lizard, it looks like he's about to fall, or it looks like somebody kicked him or something, because it looks like they edited something out of there. So
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
think yeah. So I honestly think if they're in it, it's just they did like Anthony said, they probably edited these guys out of there first before anything, and then like Anthony said, all the villain, like every villain came back. So you know what I mean. Why aren't those guys back? But do you think like Silk might make appearance? What was it? Um,
I wouldn't
Spider
be.
Gwen.
I
Spider
wouldn't be
Gwen.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
because Tom Holland, I guess from reports, is not coming back to
Right.
do any more Spider-Man. Be a good time to throw a young black kid in there and introduce
Right.
Miles Morales. I'm just saying.
Right. Miles Morales.
Probably good.
Silk. You know,
Good time.
at least a couple of them. At least so like Spider Gwen, like any of them. You know, introduce some of them.
Miles is already canon in that film universe.
Right.
Through Danny Glover's character in the
right.
I guess the first Spider-Man.
I mean, in all honesty, I think it's because remember Sony still owns Spider-Man, so it's really they collaborate with the MCU. So the tough part is, let's say the MCU wants to go one direction,
right?
At any given moment, Sony can just step in and say, "Go fuck yourselves." They can say, "Nope, we want this."
Right.
Sony is in a very, very good position because they feel like they have the power, but they also really underestimate Feige and Disney. Feige and Disney are more than happy to cut Spider-Man out if need be, if Sony's going to be difficult to work with.
Right. But I hardly think they will, because they're gonna want their cut too. You know what I mean? They're not gonna go, but they're gonna just try to meet in the middle.
Yeah, no, Sony gets their cut, but the problem is that Sony want to throw in their own feedback. They want to start moving the train. They want to start driving the bus. They want to say, "Hey, we want to go left," when Disney's like, "No, we're going right."
Right. That ain't happening.
No, we want to go left.
I think Sony's in a better position than Marvel, the MCU right now.
Oh, okay.
So in my opinion.
Right.
I think like my prediction after Endgame, they're not at the height of their powers like they were. And I think Sony can blow open their universe, because it doesn't seem like anyone has expectations for Sony. Come out with a Venom movie, kills. No matter how good it is, no matter how bad it is. Come out with a Venom 2 movie, it pretty much kills, no matter what it is.
Right.
So, I think people are, I think people like Spider-Man. I think they like the Spider-Verse. I think that Sony has power to do what they want. And again, I think Miles Morales, I wouldn't be surprised if Venom and Morbius and everybody's in this movie. Who the fuck knows what Sony's got up their sleeve? I don't know. Who knows?
Okay, I just watched the trailer and looks very good to me.
Okay.
I think when Mary Jane is falling at the end, which is your reminiscent Gwen Stacy death shot.
I don't even think her name is Mary Jane though.
MJ, whatever. MJ falling at the end. I think Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire save her or something.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. Like they think,
because all the leaked photos of the three of them match all the scaffolding and the bridge pictures that we saw in that trailer.
Right.
So whatever. And maybe we might be all wrong and they might not be in it at all. Who the fuck knows?
Right.
That would be a wasted opportunity, though, with all those villains.
I'll tell you one thing, man. They are building so much hype for this movie.
Right.
So they better knock it out of the ballpark, because if they don't, they're going to be. There's a chance, man. There's always this chance that the fans are it's going to backfire on them, and they're going to just bash the shit out of the movie. There's always a chance. So it just depends. Like, how they do it. Like, even if Toby and Andrew show up, I swear, if they only show up for like 5 minutes, people will be like both happy and angry at the same time, because they'll be like, "You assholes! Like, yeah, thanks for putting them in the movie, but for 5 minutes,
Yeah,
Like,
but you know
I
that Sony, but Sony, the movie theater, MCU, they're all going to have their money already by the time people are mad about that. Who the fuck cares?
Sure.
It's like,
Sure.
do you really think that in Flashpoint, do you think Michael Keaton's going to be in every scene, or he might be in 1 minute? Who knows? You know? It is
Oh
what
no,
it
I
is.
know that Michael Keaton's easily going to have at least 30 minutes of that movie.
Well, like
There
I
you go.
always said, unless the four of us are putting up money to get this movie made, Sony MCU, they don't give a shit. They just want to sell tickets.
Somebody wants D's opinion on it.
People are going to shit on something no matter what it is. That's how life is in current times. Honestly, if they're in it, great. If they're not in it, great. As long as the story works together. I mean, based on the trailer, it appears that I'm not going to say have to be in it, but really should be in it. And should have decent time. I'm talking about 3/4 of the movie, but have a decent part in it. So, yeah, I kind of hope they do. But
I think they're going to come in and save the day at the end. And then they're going to go bye-bye.
Yeah, chances are they'll probably have like 10 or 15 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna, like Anthony said, it's probably either gonna be right in the middle, or right towards the end.
It's going to be
That's going to be the ending, man.
It's going to be a third act.
Yeah, like the third act,
I would,
the Batman.
I would laugh so hard if that was the beginning of the movie. I would laugh so hard. I'd be like, brilliant, fucking brilliant. Like,
It's not.
It's amazing how fast Marvel Randall has turned on Marvel. It's shocking. Did they not send you your royalty check or something? What happened?
They didn't send them a little bottle of orange juice like DC does.
It's not a Marvel opening weekend. It's not a Marvel opening weekend.
Buzz, Marvel under bump. Dang.
Since we're bringing up how people are complaining about stuff, what's everybody think about this B cover mess of Nightwing or Robin or whatever that cover was that had Nightwing on there with no shirt on?
I don't care. I mean, it's got a lot of the thirsty Nightwing fans happy, so I'm like, good. Like,
but yeah, you don't care. But have you seen the backlash? Yeah.
I mean,
but there's like a girl I follow on TikTok that was just like, I made sure I went to the store to pick this cover up. You know, they're talking about it. You know, they're excited about it. There's a girl in Australia that said that they're selling that book not cover price, but the minimum that they're selling that book for is $8. And she's like, I went to the store and I paid that $8 for that cover. You know,
but
so like,
my thing is
just loving it.
I understand that, Randall, but you know how, like, we brought it up before the show, before you showed up, but it's like guys are complaining. Some guys are complaining and saying they won't buy the cover, but they'll buy 20 of these. You know what I mean? Right. It's like, you know what I mean? So it's
guys buying sexy women on covers. Why not women buying sexy guys on covers? I mean,
right.
That's my thing. Is like, dude, when was the last time there was a half-naked man on a cover? I mean,
correct.
My thing is,
I don't know how many Conan the Barbarian comics
let women have some covers. Let's let gay men have some covers. Yeah, the lesbians and the straight men have had their half-naked women covers for 100 years now.
Right.
Let some other people have some stuff. Come on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You know what? Marvel needs to put out.
See the big deal.
People are like, I can't back me.
I'm boycotting.
Yeah, right. Marvel needs to put out, just so that it's not body shaming, right? They need to put out an X-Men comic book, and on the cover it's the Blob with his shirt off, right? And he's just like all like greased up, like just sitting there, like, "Come on, ladies, buy this issue," you know.
I mean, Faith wasn't a slim woman, and they had lots of covers of her. I mean, granted, she wasn't naked, but I mean, come on, geez.
But but the whole point of
have a little fun,
right? That's the whole argument. Is they're arguing about a naked guy on the cover, man. It's like, dude, right? That's my thing. Is if you're gonna boycott that, why don't you boycott the other one?
You know what? You guys are the first ones to even mention it. I haven't seen anyone complaining about those covers.
First of all,
you haven't looked at Facebook or Instagram.
First of all,
Yeah.
Anybody that's boycotting that cover isn't buying that comic to begin with.
Right.
Okay?
They just want to start. They just want to start trouble, anyways. That's all they are.
Right. I mean, and the truth of the matter is, at the same time, all they're doing is giving DC exactly what they've been asking for the last couple of weeks.
Attention.
And by the way, again, the only thing that I have a problem with is everything that DC is getting attention for, again, appeals to 5% of the United States population. And if we're gonna sit here and argue, okay, the gay population in America is very small, but and I have no problem with it. You can put naked guys with penises on the cover. I don't give a shit. But the problem I have is that everything that DC is in the news for lately, is just about that and nothing else.
Yeah,
They're
it's
not
either
doing anything of value,
of substance, pretty much anything of substance, really.
Over sexualizing. And by the way, whether it's straight or gay, that's not the point. There is a difference between a pinup,
right?
Because let me tell you something. Remember when Milo Manara did the Spider-Woman cover, and he was pretty much thrown out of the comic book industry?
Yep.
It's not because it was a pinup picture. It was because it was sexualized in the pose. Now, what I can say, any straight or gay person can see that Nightwing cover is very sexual in nature. Do I think there's anything wrong with it? No. But guess what? Nightwing has changed artists lately. So the covers are all beautiful, but the inside's different. Again, take away from the story, make your over-sexualized everything. And also, the fact that all of a sudden, by the way, I saw the Kal-El in the store the other day.
Yeah.
Because it's the Kiss issue, they have a Pride logo in the corner. Give me a fucking break, DC. All right? I don't care. Make a whole Pride label. But you're virtue signaling every chance you get. And once again, the culprit is Tom Taylor.
King's like, what? I'm just writing Batman comics.
Well, Tom King screwed up everything when he set up that whole wedding thing and on that. So there you go.
He poo-pooed on that.
Yeah. I mean,
anybody thought
got me out of reading Batman.
Was going to get married. Come on.
He got me out of reading Batman.
Wow.
I mean, it's like this. It's like, yeah, we're going to get married. You know what? On the way to the wedding, you know what? I might not be quite the same guy. I better leave.
But to be fair, when do weddings ever go off in comic books? How about never?
Well, neither does it in WWE.
Exactly.
So that's where they learned it from.
They learned about watching you, all right? We learned about watching you.
They learned it about watching the wrestling, man. So that's why.
I don't really care if they're virtue signaling or not. It doesn't matter to me at all.
No, but
exactly, because you ain't buying them anyway, and that's my point.
Honestly, even if I had an LCS, I probably would be buying that.
Yeah, but the whole point of it is
I don't care. I don't care about the sexuality stuff. And they're gay, fine. If it's a good story wrapped around them being gay, I don't care.
I like the point. I like the way you said wrapped around.
Yeah. But that was actually intentional.
The big issue, the biggest issue with them, but what DC is right now is they're gonna turn. It seems like they're turning every single character into either bi or gay.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, whatever. But it seems like they
didn't just all of a sudden turn Harley into bi. By the way,
no, I'm not. But I'm saying it seems like they're turning a lot of characters that,
what, 4
so far, right? It's 4 so far, right?
Is that now considered a lot? 4?
I'm just saying.
For example, it also came out news this week in DC is that Mary Marvel is taking over for Shazam,
right?
And now there's rumors they might make Mary Marvel represent lesbian community. They need to if they go
But
there.
that's what. But that's what I'm.
At some point, it's going to be like a running joke.
But that's what I was. That's what I was trying to
Straight people
say.
will be a running joke.
No,
Well,
not for straight people. For
gay
people
they'll
that
be like, hey, look,
for people that for people that can say these legacy characters that weren't created by the people that are writing them didn't create the characters. So when you swap them for anything, why not create new characters? You got no imagination if you can't create a new character. None.
I got it now. I got it. Jeff Johns is going to come in, right? He's going to reboot the universe, right?
Man, Jeff Johns got the damn. Johns don't got
he's
the
going to
time to do
explain
that.
why every character is turning gay and bisexual. Okay?
But I'm just being. I'm being honest because
it's a hold of pink kryptonite, and they weaponized it, and they were able to spread it through the universe as a virus, and so like little by little, all these characters are all of a sudden like, you know, feeling differently and looking at things differently. And all of a sudden, you know,
that'd be an interesting story, but still, man. But the big problem is they're turning it seems like every week they're turning at least one character into a gay character or into a bi character. That's what I'm saying. It's not like
I think they're pushing it too fast and too hard.
Right.
I see what you did there. Yeah, I mean they pushed it so hard and so fast that even the Simpsons now have a gay character that's really been gay for 20 some years. He finally got a kiss. Oh, good for Smithers.
There is here again. There is nothing wrong with having gay characters.
Yeah, we don't have an issue with it. It's just
it's taking existing characters who are totally straight, have girlfriends, wives, husbands, whatever, and you turn them. And by the way, they're not even making them gay. They're making them bisexual so they can always walk it back. They can say we can't decide they like everybody, and that's fine too. But those are people that are selfish and don't know what they want when they say, "Oh, this person's bisexual." Whatever. My point is, from a comic book standpoint, to turn Ms. Marvel into the lead character in Shazam is pushing an agenda, and then making her gay like there's their rumor. And by the way, every rumor that's spread about DC comes true a week later. Yeah. And also, they're going to kill Superman again, supposedly, and they'll bring him back, but they're going to do that. They're going to do that move just to get Jonathan Kent over as the only Superman or the main Superman. Whatever. They're out of their minds because
I just had the worst idea.
They're killing whatever audience that has money that actually that loves the characters. Forget gay straight. They love the characters the way they are.
I know how they're going to kill Superman.
How's that?
Pink.
He confronts Jonathan Kent, and he's like, Jonathan, you said you had something important you need to tell me. What is it? It's like, Dad.
And he has a heart attack.
Like, ah!
Look, again, all kidding aside, it's wonderful to be gay.
Yeah, we don't got any issue with gay or bi.
Why are you changing characters willy-nilly?
Yeah, the problem is it's almost every week. It seems like it's one character or two that they're turning into. You know what I mean? Turning into a gay character.
You guys heard of Neil Gaiman, right?
Yeah.
When Karen Berger called Neil Gaiman and said, "You want to write comic books for DC?" Right. And Neil Gaiman said, "Yeah." And she says, "Like we got a character, Sandman." And he said, "Well, I'm not going to use your character, Sandman, although it's the same name as your Silver Age, Golden Age character. I'm going to create my own Sandman. Morpheus, the Dreaming, has an eternal, pretty much has nothing to do." And again, one of the most, prolific characters universes built in DC because someone had an imagination. Donny Cates, by the way, has nothing to do with gay or straight, by the way. Donny Cates, Dylan,
Right.
Eddie Brock's kid, Null, all the fucking the Winter,
Yeah.
all these characters that he's creating at Marvel. He's not changing characters; he's creating new ones, and guess what? They're sticking, whether he kills them or not. Some of them that he's created are sticking. Miles Morales,
Yeah.
new character. You know, that's the thing. It's like you don't have to make Peter Parker something. You can create a new Spider-Man, okay? Or a variant Spider-Man or whatever.
Right.
And again, Jonathan Kent, great. Okay, great. Okay, you made him gay. He was living in the future anyway, so maybe everybody's willy-nilly there. But you make such a big deal about it that we're talking about it, 3-4 weeks in a row now? It's silly.
Right.
And by the way, the Nightwing cover is hot. If you're gay or you're a girl and you like that, great. It's a good use of figure. It's a good drawing. But you know, again, the covers don't match the drapes. The drapes because the art inside isn't done by the people doing the covers. So there you go. You know, DC, do something to get your old audience at least interested in you. Just don't clear new people all the time.
But my big thing is, have they created a new character? I haven't heard any new characters. Well, except for the Batman.
Bendis created that Superman wannabe girl, whatever her name is. You know. Right. And again, why did he? And I like, you know, I used to like Bendis, but what did Bendis say? What's the name of that character, Randall? The girl that debuted in Superman?
Naomi.
Okay. So when he created Naomi, when he created Naomi, he actually said in an interview, I created Naomi because I have an adopted daughter and I want to see her represented in the comic book. What kind of agenda is this? Everybody talks about Tom King. You know why Tom King writes depressed PTSD characters who are having woman problems? That's because he's writing himself in every issue. I'm suicidal. I have PTSD. I'm an ex this. I have these issues.
Yeah, you essentially write what you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys are full. That's not good fiction. Writing what you know.
You don't write stuff that you know?
No, at all.
So then how do you write it if you know nothing about it?
Oh my God is about demons and angels. Am I a demon or an angel?
You've never read anything about demons or angels.
You didn't say that. Okay. I'm talking about life experiences. Do you think Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, the entire Marvel universe, Thor and Fantastic Four and Amazing Spider-Man, it was based on life in New York but none of them were on Asgard. None of them were hit by gamma radiation.
Actually, you know, it's funny. You mentioned Stan Lee. People asked him, why were all of your superheroes in New York?
Because I lived in New York.
I live in New York. I know New York. So I wrote what I knew.
But when George Lucas writes Star Wars or Stan Lee writes the Fantastic Four and they're writing about heralds and Galactus and stuff, we're not talking about simple things. I'm talking about not writing what you know, but don't put your fucking personality into your stories. That's the problem. Everybody's got to put their personality in. Do you think any fiction that we're reading is who created Harlequin, Daryl?
Paul Dini and why can't I remember the other one?
So they were inspired by the girl on Days of Our Lives. But that wasn't their personality. It was another form of fiction that they watched on TV. A certain actress who I don't remember her name. Deirdre something or whatever. But the point is that Tom King, the reason why people don't like Tom King is he writes about depressing superheroes. And that's because he was an ex-CIA agent doing covert operative shit, and he's got a questionable moral ethic ground himself all the time. So what does he do? Boom. And like Halia Comic Bro, you know what? it's like I'm writing science fiction about a warrior princess from Venus. Of course, I'm inspired by fucking other fiction, whether it's Barbarella or Conan or Red Sonja or whatever. But I'm not a female. I'm not writing sexuality in my gender, my economic status. I'm not writing stories about my financial woes. If I wanted to write a story about myself, I'd write a story about a guy whose wife has cancer for the last year. That's not coming out in my comic books because that's bullshit. When you look out the window, you see the real world. When you're a writer of fiction, you should create new windows for people to look out of. You shouldn't be looking out the same goddamn window. You shouldn't be doing stories about Biden, Trump, COVID, and have everybody in every comic book, Nightwing to Superman or whatever, they're talking on cell phones. Throw those fucking cell phones out. You got superpowers. Why are you on social media on your comic? And also, more importantly, why is Superman wearing a mask in the new issue of whatever the Son of Kal-El, whatever the fuck it's called? Why is he wearing a mask? He's Superman. He can't get COVID. Anyway, I'm done.
What's the thing? What's these thoughts?
I was clearly wrong.
No, you weren't.
You weren't, man.
You weren't. You're not wrong. No one's ever wrong. We all have.
There's a lot of people that's very wrong.
No,
but we all have opinions. These are all our opinions of what we think right now, man. It's honestly, DC's not getting. They don't have creative. Well, their people aren't being creative right now. They're being more of, hey, let's turn this character every 2 weeks. This character gay, that character gay. You know what I mean? It's like almost every 2 weeks there's either another character that's either bi or gay.
It's about Twitter likes. It's not about comic books.
It's not. Yeah, it's pretty much. It's not about comic books anymore. It's more about how many followers I can get, or how many followers I can get. Talking about this, or how can I get on CNN again, or how I can get on any type of news thing, man. It's like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna get like you, Randall said. They're gonna kill off Superman, turn Superman into gay Superman now. After that, I'm just being honest because
Kryptonite comic.
The power from the homosexuality will get him rising from the grave again, right? He will be
that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's the big thing I'm saying is.
Or he sees the Nightwing cover and he rises.
But that's the big thing I'm saying is like Randall was saying, there's a rumor going around that they may kill him off again. But the big thing is, if they kill him off, are they gonna have him come back as a gay suit? You know what I mean? Clark Kent gay. Clark's gay now or something.
And by the way, to sum it up, wouldn't it have been cool if Jonathan Kent kissed his boyfriend in the new issue, and no one saw it coming 4 months ago, a mile away? Remember when you would read comics and they would kill a character or something would happen, and you'd find out about it that month? Isn't it just like we were talking about with the Spider-Man movie? Why is it that comic book creators and editors have to give you the entire story? And I know why, because they're trying to sell comics. I get it. But fuck, man, nothing exciting happens anymore. Like, why can't you introduce a new character in this issue and no one sees it coming a mile away, or that you don't hear about it in the previews 2 months prior? It's crazy that there's no creativity anymore.
I mean, last time I heard that happened was when Superman died. It was before that.
Yeah.
It was before the internet.
Yeah, like, but even if there's internet, man, you could still keep it under wraps.
Speaking of Nightwing, when this issue came out in 1980, 84, when this issue came out and Nightwing Robin got a new costume, the first appearance of the Nightwing costume, you didn't know that he was going to become Nightwing. You didn't know he got a new costume.
Internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the internet didn't exist.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, there wasn't a million ways to get things out. Now everything gets out.
Right.
So
I mean, I used to find my stuff out. I used to find my stuff out reading Wizard magazine, and then Wizard was basically like, "Well, there's all these websites now, and there's all these social media, platforms that like all this information is getting it out there before our magazine even prints with all the information." So like Wizard was like, "Yeah, we're done. We're out of business."
But like, for
So
example,
everything is like,
remember when Robert Kirkman ended Walking Dead unannounced? That was cool, wasn't
okay,
it?
sure.
no, that wasn't cool. I hated every minute of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the big thing is, but nobody saw it coming though. Nobody really saw that one coming at all, right, Randall? Nobody saw it coming. Did you guys?
I mean, we knew the book was going to end. We just didn't know when it was going to end.
Well,
Right.
I mean, every book's going to end.
And
We
so
just don't know.
normally what publishers like to do is they like to make this a huge announcement to let everyone know so they can sell tons of issues.
Right.
Now, at this point, Walking Dead had sold so many copies, it didn't matter. I mean,
Right.
honestly, when your comic book has turned into a hit TV show that you make millions of dollars off of, I mean, you reach a point where you're writing the comic book and you're just like, I'll just fucking end it next month. I don't care. And I'm not going to say
Right.
anything.
Right.
Like Kirkman just, Kirkman's got balls, big ones, and he's very fortunate. He's very lucky that he's in the position that he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Right. Right.
If he's like, you know what? I'm retiring from comics. He could make a tweet next week and be like, you know what? I'm done, guys. Farewell. I'm leaving
Well,
Image.
maybe he won't even make a tweet. He'll just disappear.
Yeah.
No,
When
he
he
would
got
make a
some
tweet.
money. Nah, I don't think he would, man. He got
I
the
think he'd
money
make a
to
tweet.
go. You think so?
I think he would. Just because, like, you know what? He'd probably get a kick out of the reaction, out of everyone freaking out. Like, everyone, like, what? What's going on? But then again, he might pull a Michael Jordan, right? He might be like, I'm retiring. I'm done with comics. And then come back 7 years later or 5 years later. Guess what? I'm coming back.
That'd be
Start playing
interesting.
Space Jam music.
Would that be so? All right, you guys pick up anything cool this week? Go do anything cool this week? All right.
You guys go first. I'm going to go last.
All right. D, you pick up anything? You do anything cool? Play disc golf or frisbee golf or whatever it's called again?
I just sat at home and watched the first season of first 2 episodes of Dexter, the new season.
What'd you think? What'd you think?
Well, I hate that his sister's back in the show, who was dead before. And
Is she a voice in his head?
yeah, she's just a figment of his imagination. I think it's completely retarded. And
Well, it's his wife in real life.
Friend is now dead. I'm like, that's just stupid.
That's right. I know now. I know why you're upset, because they killed off your lady.
Go ahead, say it. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name?
Yvonne Ostrowski. Not that one.
She is the Strahadi.
Strahadi.
Less about that though. For me, she's a great actor, and one I truly cannot stand Jennifer Carpenter. My gosh, I cannot stand that woman.
I like
her acting, her face. It just.
Well, yeah, but she's married to the guy, isn't she? She's married to Dexter.
They were
dude,
married
isn't
for
it?
a couple of years, and then they got divorced while they were still in the first run of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So I thought that was.
I do not like her. I think her acting.
The only thing I'm not crazy about with Dexter is that there's no awesome intro scene
with the ham.
Like the intro music,
with the hot sauce on it.
It just jumps right into it, and I'm like,
because
one of the best things about Dexter was that intro scene in all the seasons. When you hear the music, it's like I always got excited. I was like, yes, new episode.
Yeah.
So you pretty much did not enjoy the new reboot or whatever this thing is?
Well, I mean, excluding her, I enjoyed it very much.
Okay.
If you could just somehow, it's like Suicide Squad. If you got rid of the whole Joker portion of it, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So if they could get rid of her and put her dad their dad back in in the spot that he's in,
Dad, I mean, he's not coming back.
or put a Vaughn in that spot. You would like it more, Sean Hottie.
I would like it, but I mean, I understand why they don't have her in it. One, she's in Australia. Two, she's in
She
the
is?
process
I
of
thought she
having
was still
baby number
here.
two.
I thought she was still here. I thought she was
I mean,
living
she was in
out
that
here.
Amazon movie, right?
Yeah. No. A Hulu movie. The Hulu show. She's on the what was it?
Well, I don't
What
know.
the
I know
fuck?
she's
She
pregnant.
was in
I-
that,
well, maybe
Chris
one,
Pratt
she's
movie.
pregnant, and two, she was doing that other show. She couldn't be in it. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't like that they made it so they killed her off. So there's really mean,
no way to bring her back.
they can throw a flashback in or something, or have a figment of his imagination. But I don't like.
Actually,
I
you
don't
know
like
what?
it.
They could
I don't
always do a twist. They could always do
They're
a
going to
twist.
use pink kryptonite. We got it.
No, they could always do a twist because remember, she's dead because Harrison says she's dead. But what if Harrison's lying?
What if that's not even Harrison?
Oh, it's Harrison.
We think it's Harrison. It could be at the end. It could be an M. Night Shyamalan thing.
You want to hear my speculation of what's going to happen?
Oh yeah, and we could talk about. Did anybody watch Hit Monkey?
Not yet.
No,
I'm
on
waiting for
Hulu.
Hulu to do their Black Friday
I don't have
sale.
Hulu, so
Yeah.
if
So
anybody's doing an extra subscription to Hulu, I can use the code.
I saw that. I saw the.
Might as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw the new episode. I saw the first episode. I enjoyed it. I liked it. It's kind of interesting. I mean, if you've never read the comics, it's pretty cool too. So it's
I like Jason Sudeikis,
enjoyable.
So like, he's the biggest reason I'll watch that show.
Yeah, but if you never read the Hit Monkey comic, it's still enjoyable because it explains a lot too. Still, so
Halia said Dexter hit repeat after season 3. I think it was season 4. It was either 3 or 4, whichever one had what's his face on it. I can't remember what the man's name was, but that was the last really great season. But the last 3 or 4 seasons were kind of blah.
yeah.
I think season 4 with John Lithgow.
Yeah, Lithgow. Yeah, Lithgow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, after
everyone
that
says
season,
that
it
was the
really went
best.
downhill.
Like when he was on that show, it was the best, and then it went downhill after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed all of the seasons. They all had their own thing.
Yeah, the ending of the entire run, the season, it
was stupid. I thought it was dumb.
Horrific.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb. How they ended it, I thought it was really stupid.
My thought was back then when it ended is like, yeah, he ended up in a logging camp. I was like, maybe that's where Wolverine is. He was in a logging camp. They could know each other. They can compare knives.
He started a new life.
There it is. Wolverine.
Yeah.
But it is neat, like how he started off this new life, this new name. Did you see like his name, right? You know, the last name? Do you know the connection?
I forgot what was his last name.
Lindsay.
Lindsay Vaughn. She was a world famous skier.
Lindsay Wagner,
the
Bionic now.
The creator of Dexter's last name is Lindsay.
Oh, I did not know that.
Again, put yourself into a story.
All right, you guys pick up anything cool this week?
Anthony, what'd you get?
What'd you get, Anthony? I know you got something really neat.
He's painting, man. He's being artistic. Leave him alone.
No.
I picked up this Conan the Barbarian pocketbook, 15-pound price tag on it. It's only like 5 by 7. It's a pocket-sized digest, black and white inside. Roy Thomas, Barry Windsor Smith, Sal Buscema doing inks. It's this reprints of some Conan issues from the 70s, reprinted in 1980, and put in these pocketbooks, these digests that were printed in the United Kingdom. It's in great condition. Show you the inside of it. It's all black and white reprints of those early issues. I guess they also printed other ones. They had Luke Cage and X-Men and the Thing advertised in there. And these little pocket digests. Very cool issue for a Starburst magazine on the back with Empire Strikes Back and a picture of Boba Fett, 1980 on there. Again, I picked this up at the I don't know what it's called. It's called a 100-mile yard sale or something. It's something they do in Florida and Georgia, and that was going on in A1A. And I also picked up somebody gave this to me for free.
That's cool.
It's a issue 102 of the Fantastic Four. It's actually, believe it or not, it's in perfect condition. Not perfect condition, but it's in really good condition. The inside's just got no. It's just got no thing. It's got no cover. And by the way, this picture of Namor. This was actually the reference for the new Nightwing cover.
Yep. Oh,
and
what it looks like.
And by the way, the Thing has the flu.
I was about to say, it looks like she's pulling if the Thing had teeth, it looks like he's pulling teeth.
Well, here's the best thing. Look at the Thing's reaction after taking the medication.
Thing.
Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. I think it's one of their last issues. Oh, very, very funny. In the soapbox in the back of the issue, which, by the way, ironically, is advertising Conan. By the way, this is an ad for the first issue of Conan coming out, 1970. Cool.
Nice.
But the soapbox in the back, Stan Lee, the whole soapbox is about, hey, lightning does strike twice, or lightning strikes twice. He talks about Steve Ditko leaving a few months ago, and now he talks about Jack Kirby resigning. So,
no, not the Curbster.
I think it must have been you, Stan.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I want to show off real quick.
Okay.
While I've been yelling at people, I've been yelling at people because I'm in a bad mood, because I fucked up a panel here and I had to apply some white paint and stuff.
Okay.
But here's a nice talk about a sexualizing something. Look at that butt shot. Coming out of that's Venerella being bathed.
It was coming out her butt.
She was being bathed by several handmaidens in the previous page.
Oh.
And that was a continuation, as you could see. Lots of butt, but all the private parts are covered strategically by hair and leaves and shadows. And then the second page I just showed you, which I was busy correcting. That's a new page that I finished tonight. So I have 11 pages to go. And I just want to show something real quick, and then I'll even jump off because no one wants to talk to me anyway. Venerella, I have 16 days left. I'm up to $1,681.
All right. Well, let's get you to like I said, my goal is to get you at least a 2. Or
more. I mean, that's my goal too. I'm doing a couple YouTube shows this week and next week with the in the last 14 days. We'll see what happens. To be honest with you, if I finish a couple of more pages, I might put some more pages up because I've had since last Sunday, I've had about almost $200 worth of purchases, but they were all $15 and $30 purchases.
Right.
And these are for me appearing on some shows. And some people have said, hey, I backed your book, but are you putting up any more original art? And I said, well, I will see, and I will give you an update or send you an email if I do. But I'm thinking of in the last 10 days, putting up maybe 2 more pages. When I see more pages being produced, I'm gonna be doing a page every night for the next 7 days. Like no matter what, a page a night for the next 7 days, even with my work schedule. And we're gonna see where I am with 1 week out. Maybe I'll put some original artwork for a last push. I mean, the book's paid for, the book's funded, and I have I'm $20 away from $1,700 with only 29 backers. So I'm a happy camper.
Good.
Nice.
Yep. And then I went to a little show today. I went to a little Comic-Con today. Or it's a really small one and picked up some stuff. And I picked up a bunch of stuff this week too. So gonna show that off real quick. Pick this one up so far. Pick a Golden Age book up.
That's
Oh,
all.
that's
Weird.
so cool.
Yeah, Weird Fantasies at 1.8. So
Hopefully, you got a good deal on that on 1.8.
yeah, I got a good deal on it. But the big thing is this is two issues. Is it 19? Yeah, 2 issues away from the Frazetta cover. Frazetta covers was a 21. So
Nice.
yeah, so it's 2 covers away from that one.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I picked up this Vampirella 25. Cover.
There we go. Now we got the glare off of it.
Is that who did that cover? You know, is that Brooks?
No, it is John Brennan or Burns Bronson. Bronson. Yeah, that's the creator of the cover. So
Gotcha.
it's a little different.
I thought it was John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
His name is your name too.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Complete with COA, so you know it's real.
Yeah, and then I picked up this at the con today. Picked up this Joseph Michael Linsner Dawn cover. Thought it was
Nice.
really neat. Yep, and then I picked up the first appearance of She in Razor Annual. So
I was on a show last week with Billy Tucci.
Oh, that's cool.
He was hosting the show with some other dudes, and
Oh, yeah. I've seen that show before. Yep.
Cool dude.
Yeah, nice guy too. Really nice.
Tucci's a good dude.
Yeah,
I've met him several times, but
yeah.
I was cool because I have that poster on my wall.
Right.
And he saw it, and I'm like, I bought this when it came out. And, like, and then he thanked me. He said, "Well, I want to thank you because you gave me the life I'm living. You and the other fans in the '90s."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, cool, man. Thank you."
I wouldn't mind actually getting Tucci getting him for an interview. Actually, I may actually hit him up later. So I hit it, and then I picked this one up. This is the rarest one out of all of them. I picked up the Vampy hardcover. But cool. the big thing with this one is it's actually signed by Jose Gonzalez. So.
And who else, D? Who else signed it?
I want to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say
me. No.
Sarah.
Jose Canseco.
Yeah.
Jose Feliciano.
No Sarah.
So
throw that thing in the trash.
Yeah. So it is Jose Gonzalez, and it's 203 out of 500. So. And it's actually the interesting thing is the mail away was actually colored. So all the panels were actually colored.
It's kind of racist of you, Jeff.
It's not that racist.
Yeah, we got to boycott that book now.
Nah, we'll be all right. We can boycott. They boycott me every day, man. But it's pretty.
He keeps on hustling.
Yeah, it's just pretty cool.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's just pretty neat because the only difference with this, it's a hardcover and it's signed by Jose Gonzalez. The soft cover is just the mail away. It's the only way you could have got these books was to actually fill it out and actually mail it away. To actually cut the article out and actually mail it away. It's the only way to get it.
Those were originally black and white, right?
Yeah, originally they were black and white, and then they colored it
with crayons.
Yeah, with crayons. So I have the soft cover right here. So the only difference is it's a soft cover, and it's pretty much the only difference is it's not signed by Gonzalez at all. Yeah, the only difference it's like a magazine almost, and it's pretty much mostly it looks like all the same stuff in it, or different panels and stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Very nice.
Yep.
So is that available? Like, can you buy one of those on eBay or something? That particular the paperback?
Yeah, the paperback, yeah, you can. But the hardback one, it's hard to. I haven't seen it on eBay or I haven't seen it anywhere else.
Sure.
But the dealer, but our friend Tom, the dealer.
Oh, you got that from Tom?
Yep.
Nice.
Got them both from Tom.
Nice.
Hey, is that the guy from DC that's running it? That's who you bought it from, Tom?
No, the guy from pop culture, what the
Playground.
Playground. Yeah, the guy that can pretty much can get anything that's hard to find, pretty much, or anything that you can't like you know about it, but it's hard to find, or it's indie or anything like that. He pretty much can find it.
He got a guy.
Yeah, he got a guy pretty much. But that's mostly what I picked up. So what's Rando got that he wants to be last to show? What'd you pick up? A ghost trap.
I wish. I'm gonna own one of those one day. Let's see here. We got some books that are coming out Tuesday. I got Task Force Z #2. Bane, go away. You know, this series is just fun. This one and like the other one is DC versus Vampires. Like that's one of my favorites right now. They are doing, wanted to showcase these. Local comic shop day is coming up. Right? You can see right there.
I wish I had
local
one of those.
comic shop day. This nice exclusive. Like you can only get these at the stores. I'm sure you can buy them online as well. The stores that are selling them online. But these are the nice shiny covers. These are for the comic book stores.
You can only get those at places that have them.
And then here's the DC versus Vampires #2. Also local comic shop day.
Damn.
The variants.
Yeah, you can. If Rando can, if you can order it from Rando can get it for you.
I can't get
DC versus Vampires #2. It's just fun. I mean, like Hal Jordan surprise twist. If you haven't looked at the comic, he surprisingly is a vampire, and so like he's like, you know, when he meets up with other JLA members and other characters, he, you know, is like acting like, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean vampires? And then he'll like surprise reveal himself and attack them or kill them. You know, he kills somebody in this issue. I won't say who.
Well, what? He's on the cover.
No. That's just Batman. I'm talking about Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, vampire. It's good stuff. I like it.
This is all
I bought this
outside
for a customer of mine. Huh?
Is this all outside canon?
Yeah. So this is I got this for a customer of mine. I want to showcase it a little bit. It's the Joe Hill Basket Full of Heads hardcover.
So did you order yourself one and order him one?
No, I have the issues. I own the issues myself when it came out. So I don't feel like I need to get the trade unless it's like a really good like sale, like a liquidation sale, which technically this kind of was. I think they were doing like 60% off on this book. So that should be a nice sale for the customer. And these I did get on liquidation. They have their 9 weeks of liquidation sales going on with DC right now. So Mad Love hardcover, 75% off.
That looks like a D book.
Which one?
He has the original. He doesn't need it.
I do need the second print though.
Yeah.
The one with that
Deluxe edition.
No, the one with that like the B cover. Like they came out. I don't know when it was. Just has like Harley.
This one I wasn't paying attention when I ordered it. I just saw Batman Long Halloween. So I thought to myself, like, ooh, you know, like I think it's like all 12 issues, the complete story, hardcover. So I was like, oh, I got to get this, 75% off. But it's actually the Batman Noir Long Halloween, so it's all in black and white.
See, I've got the one like that. It's in color. I don't have the noir.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always kind of neat though when they make these types of editions, you know.
Totally agree. I like those noir ones like that. Really cool.
And this
DC will be making rainbow colored comics.
My God.
Batman: The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
D's gonna go to Ollie's and like
they have that at Ollie's for $4.99 where I am.
pretty much.
Oh really?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so Ollie's pretty much you can pick up all those things at Ollie's now. Really, like the Harley one, the Court of Owls. I think the last time I seen it. So.
Oh, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. These were just ones that I wanted to pick up for myself.
Right.
You know, obviously, except for the horror one. The horror one's my buddies. Yeah, you got yours.
Yeah.
I got mine at Ollie's.
Yeah, for $4.
Yeah, it's like $4 or $5. Yeah, something like. I think it's like $4.99. Yeah.
It's a good deal, man. I love good deals.
Yeah.
I hate them. I like paying too much for stuff.
So what's everybody?
I've got probably next week. I've got the Batman Ninja Turtles Volume 1 and Volume 2 hardcover. I got those coming in. I have them in the box. I didn't show them over here, but like All Star Batman Volume 1, 2, and 3. Got all those for pretty cheap.
So can people order books from you? Can they order stuff from you or not? That's the big thing they're gonna ask.
I mean, yeah, people could always order books from me, but I mean, like a lot of those books now are like, because remember these liquidation sales, they're like, how do I put it? First come, first serve.
Once they're gone,
they're not going to restock these books. The whole purpose of doing these sales are
I understand that, but my big
get them out of inventory.
So the other topic I wanted to talk about was how Diamond couldn't send out anything but until Friday, or nobody received their independent shipments until Friday. A lot of people didn't receive their shipments until Friday in the East Coast. I think us wasn't like the rumor was that Diamond was shut down for a little bit because they got hacked, right, or something like that.
It was a malware attack,
right?
Yeah. I don't trust Diamond. I think they're a bunch of liars. I think they'll make any stupid reason up as to like why the people aren't going to get their books.
That's not a good excuse though, because that puts people's information at risk too.
Yeah,
that's not a confidence builder to say, "Oh, your books are late. Your books are late because we got hacked by a malware hacker."
Right. Yeah, but the problem is, and then the thing was, it was everybody. It wasn't just the East Coast that got it on Friday. It was everybody got their stuff late. You know what I mean? It wasn't like.
But do you know what came out on time and wasn't late?
Yeah, DC stuff. I understand that part, and then is it Marvel moving the Penguin House or whatever it is? Marvel's going there too, right?
Surprisingly, I don't think I got anything from Penguin Random House this week, which makes me now think, which honestly kind of makes me confirm, like I think kind of confirms that I think Diamond's full of shit, because like if they're sending out Marvel books late, then why is Penguin sending out their books late? You know. So it's like I think they're trying to do damage control. I think they're doing the best they can to like, not discourage people away from their business, because they're already losing people and they're going to keep losing people, So it's just one of those like it's the Titanic, man. The ship is sinking, right? The ship is sinking, and like people are just like, don't panic, everything's fine, as the ship starts to continue to sink. And then
Before
eventually
long, it
people will be like,
image
"Oh
random.
shit!" Like we gotta. If we're gonna survive, if we're gonna live, we need to jump ship. So like, that needs to happen. I mean, the fact that Diamond didn't they buy a grading company? They bought like a tour.
Yeah, it was a rumor going around, yeah, that they had bought a grading company or something like that.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
goes to show you that even Diamond is like, we're
struggling.
shifting. Yeah, no, they're already planning ahead, man. They already know that this comic book business for them, it's going to be dead in the water for them. So they're looking outside and they're looking at other options of where they can continue to make money.
Continue to screw with people. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, the right now because they also sell cards, right? They can distribute cards, so the card business is actually booming again. So there's always the chance and opportunity that Diamond's like, okay, comic book business is dead. It's done for us. We're out of it. We're going to shift our attention to cards and card grading. If they have like a card grading service, then what they can do is like, yeah, we sell cards. By the way, if you need your cards graded, we're partnered with this company that you can submit the cards to us and we'll get it graded for you.
Do you know which company it is?
I forget. You'd have to Google it,
Because
but I remember
if
reading it.
not-
And
if it's
I
not
started
PSA,
laughing because I was just like, why is CGC or not? Sorry, not CGC. Why is Diamond getting into this? Like, what's the purpose of this?
If it's not CGC, I mean PSA or Beckett or SGC, they don't even need to bother.
Oh, I know.
Because the lower tiers after that, the CGC company CSG has slowly been moving up a little bit, but it's not going to get to that top tier. I mean, they're wasting their money doing that.
Maybe.
No.
I mean, the one thing that Diamond does have,
show us the
customer
number
information.
Yeah, that's Rando's thing. Show us the numbers.
Yeah. They have the customer.
Look at
information,
eBay and
so
put in any brand that's not PSA, Beckett grading or CSG, not CSG, SGC.
I mean, dude, tell that to PGX.
You could be like, you will see
PGX
a
still gets
massive
business.
gap in sell prices.
Yeah.
Massive.
PGX still gets business when people still submit books to PGX to get graded, and they're like the lowest.
Okay. On what percentage compared to the big two?
Really, I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, but I know it's nowhere near. I don't know. I know it's nowhere near CGC and CBCS.
Aha. We got you. You always
tell you that. I mean, they
all right.
might
What?
be getting graded, but the values are nowhere near.
All right.
I mean,
what you guys...
look. If you really want to know how well PGX is doing, go on eBay and tell me a random what's a popular comic book that everybody gets graded? Probably like New Mutants 98, right? So go for a New Mutants 98 and tell me how many CGC, how many CBCS, and then how many PGX ones that you find. And then there's your numbers right there. That's how you know how many people are submitting to PGX.
That's not how you know, because a lot of times they'll put in the title PGX 9.8, not CGC. And then you'll put in CGC, and that not CGC book will pop up.
Okay.
Hashtag
all right.
W for D.
No, you type in graded. You just type in New Mutants 98 graded, and then like all the different companies that grade the book will pop up on there.
Right, well,
so what you guys?
You count all X number of those books and put them into categories of which one is graded by, and next week you let us know. You have homework.
So what you guys got coming up this week? What you got coming up, D?
I got a doctor's appointment in the morning, and that's pretty much it.
Anything else? What you guys got planned for Thanksgiving? Anything like that?
I'm not allowed to be around the family because one of them has COVID. So there you go.
Oh man, that's not good.
Yeah, that's less fights I got to deal with.
Oh, okay.
And less time I have to be on.
Yeah. So what you got going on, Rando? Since Thanksgiving is this week.
Work. You know.
You're gonna hit up any of those Black Friday sales?
Nah, you know what? I mean, I might go like on Best Buy's website, or I might even stop in Best Buy and see like if they got any deals going on with Blu-rays. Those are the only like Black Friday deals I like, or like movies. Everything else, I'm like, I don't really care too much about. Hopefully, Hulu will be doing their Black Friday sale, so I can get the Hulu streaming service for like $2 a month for a year. I know they did that last year, and I think they did it the year before that as well. So I'm counting on them to do it again this year. Even if it's not $2, even if it's like $3, I'd rather pay $3 than pay the $5 that I'm paying. Save those $2 a month. You know, save you $24 a year. You know,
That's like 2 McRibs that he can't buy.
Yeah.
no. An average McRib is like with after tax is probably like $5. So I can get like 4 McRibs, almost 5.
The doctor bills will be way more expensive than those big McRibs.
Those are big ribs, yeah. So what you
In fact, I had
what you got
tonight.
Well, here's the thing. McRibs only come around to like once a year, so it's worth it. I do enjoy a delicious McRib, no doubt about it.
Oh, so what you got going on, Anthony? Besides the Venerella Indiegogo, anything like any shows you're gonna be showing up?
That's what he's
any
doing.
Any shows you're gonna be showing up on or anything?
Well, I'm just drawing Venerella because I don't want to. I'm doing some shows this weekend.
Okay.
Coming up Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
And then I'm doing a show with a guy named Don Chin, I think December 1st.
Okay.
Other than that, nothing much. I am actually postponing my own shows that I've been doing on Tuesdays just because I want to draw.
That's fine.
Doing my own show kind of fucks me up.
Yeah, hinders that.
After this week, I'm gonna start broadcasting again. I'm gonna have the lovely Daryl there on for a show he doesn't know about yet, but I'm gonna have Jeannie Basone from Glow on.
Okay.
And since Daryl's a huge wrestling fan,
thought he might enjoy it.
All I'm going to be asking her about is her soap business because she sells soap. So
right. But hopefully you'll join me because
you're actually Christmas run of soaps that she has coming out.
Right, and you're familiar with Glow, so I'd like to have you on there.
Yes, I do because I glow.
But speaking of Daryl, I am not going to be broadcasting Tuesday, which you usually join me.
Wow.
So if you'd like to do your unboxing, just hit me up.
Okay.
Because I can just sit here and draw and talk to you while you're doing it. If you want.
You can draw the pictures.
All right. So I should be able to do Cantonese Comic Wednesdays this week. On Wednesday, I should be able to. If as long as, like I said, as long as work hasn't, I've been busy at work and it's been kicking my butt the next. Yeah.
Fucking me up.
Yeah, me too. So you're not the only one. Like I like to do a show on Wednesday. I always like to do the show on Wednesdays, but I've been busy, tired. Like Rando says, the rest. Rather get the rest than be all messed up again. I'd rather not be messed up again. So
rest is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much what we got going on. So be sure to be sure to nerd out. Be sure to do whatever you guys always like doing. And that's all we got for this week. And we'll see you next week, guys.